Welcome to the Circadian Home podcast. I'm your host, Karen Sanderson. In this episode, we are going to talk about the shift worker's rhythm, why you're tired, and the ways you can't fix. I'm a nurse of 24 years of clinical experience, and I help people rebuild rhythm their bodies were designed to run on. And today's episode is for the shift worker. The nurses, the techs, the first responders, the factory floor crews, the night auditors, anyone whose schedule fights against the sun. I've worked beside you. I've worked your shifts. I've watched what it does to the body over years and over decades. And I'm going to tell you something most people won't say out loud. You are not tired because you don't get enough sleep. You are tired because your body doesn't know what time it is anymore. And that's a different problem. And it needs a different solution. So let's get to the point. Shift work isn't a sleep problem. It's a rhythm problem. When you work nights, rotate shifts, or come off of a stretch of 12s, your body isn't just sleep deprived. Your internal clock is disoriented. Every cell in your body runs on a 24-hour rhythm. Your heart, your gut, your hormones, your immune system, your mood, all of it is timed, and that timing depends on signals your body receives throughout the day: light, food, movement, darkness. When those signals get scrambled, when you're eating breakfast at 8 p.m., trying to sleep at 9 a.m., the sun coming through your blinds, your body can't figure out what season of the day it's in. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not failing at sleep. You're biologically out of sync with your environment, and no amount of melatonin or blackout curtains alone is going to fix that. The 4 levers shift workers can't pull. There are 4 areas where shift workers have more control than they realize. I'm going to give you a starting point in each one. Not the whole map, just enough to feel the difference. Light timing. Light is the strongest signal your body has for telling time. When you work nights, the timing of light exposure matters more than almost anything else. Bright light at the wrong time keeps you wired. Darkness at the wrong time leaves you flat. The general principle is to protect your eyes from morning sun on the drive home after a night shift. Sunglasses aren't a luxury, they're a tool. And when you're trying to wake up for a shift, get light on your eyes early and intentionally. This sounds simple. It is not. The timing has to match your specific schedule, and it changes if you rotate shifts. That's where it gets personal. Sleep timing. Shift workers often try to sleep when they can. That's survival mode, but your body will fight you every time you change the window. The goal is not perfection, 8 hours sleep. The goal is consistent sleep windows that your body can anchor to, even on your days off, especially on your days off. I know that feels impossible. That's why most shift workers stay stuck. They fix. The fix is not more willpower. It's a customized schedule that fits for real life. Food timing. This one surprises people. Your gut has its own clock, and it expects food during certain hours. When you eat at 3 a.m. in the break room, your digestive system thinks it's daytime, even though your brain is trying to wind down. There is a way to eat during shift work that supports your rhythm instead of fighting it. It involves you getting to eat when you stop eating and what you don't eat in the last hours of your shift. Caffeine. Most shift workers use caffeine like a tool, but they're using it wrong. It's not how much, it's when. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours, and if you finish your shift at 7 a.m., you had coffee at 5 a.m., that caffeine is still in your system when you're trying to sleep at 10. There is a window where caffeine helps you. Caffeine is not bad. There is a window where it sabotages your recovery. Most shift workers live in the second window without knowing it. And why your home matters more than your schedule, this is important. Here's what most people miss. You can do everything right with the timing and still feel terrible because your home environment is working against you. Your bedroom lighting, the temperature that you see when you wake up, what's on your nightstand, the blue light coming from your hallway, the kitchen light you turn on when you get home at 6 a.m. Your home was not designed for a shift worker. It was designed for a 9 to 5 life that you don't live. This is where the work I do with clients inside what I call the circadian home. We don't just adjust your schedule, we rebuild the environment. Your body has the right signals at the right times for your shift, your life, and your family situation. Because here's the truth. The schedule is half of the battle. The environment is the other half, and most shift workers are losing. And if you are a shift worker, and you've made it this far, listen to me carefully. You don't have to feel this way forever. The exhaustion, the brain fog, the gut issues, the mood swings, the weight that won't budge, these are not character flaws. They are rhythm signals, and rhythms can be rebuilt. The tips I gave you today are a starting point. They are not the system. The system is what I do one on one with shift workers who are ready to stop guessing and start sleeping like their body remembers how. If that is you, if you are done being tired in a way that sleep can't fix, reach out. You can find me at KarenSanderson.com. I'll help you build a circadian home that actually works for you in your life, not the life someone designed for you. That is all I have for now. Thank you for listening to the Circadian Home podcast. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. You can also contact me at Karen at KarenSanderson.com. I appreciate all of my listeners out there. And if you would share this, and I wanted to also mention one thing, how the lighting is very important, what we spoke about in this podcast. If you will look behind me, I have several books. One of my favorites is The Light Doctor by Dr. Martin Moore. It's trying to get the word out there about how light is used to boost health, improve sleep, and to live longer. And I'm not getting paid. I'm not an affiliate for Dr. Moore-Ede, but I was very interested as a nurse and in the sleep circadian health or consulting business that I do. Very, very interested in his work. So I did get his book. I have a couple of other books. One is the Circadian Code by Dr. Satchin Panda. He talks about the timing of food and how it relates to sleep, which I've studied all of that, and I've recently studied neurobiology and sleep, and recently received a certificate from the University of Michigan on how I studied that past several months or few weeks actually. It's probably took me maybe 4 to 6 weeks to finish that, but I was very appreciative of the knowledge that I've gained. So if any one of you would like to schedule a time, we can do a consult and see how I may help you. I do offer consults, but if you already know that you are ready to take the next step and to start your path on a better sleeping at night and a better life, just give me a message. You can leave me a comment or you can contact me at my email. All of my contact information is on my website, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next Circadian Home podcast. Thank you for listening.